Are you a U.S. citizen with a child born in Kenya or Somalia? If so, a consular officer can determine if you are able to transmit U.S. citizenship to your child. This determination is made through the Consular Report of Birth Abroad, or CRBA for short. You can get a CRBA appointment by following these 3 easy steps. Visit mytravel.state.gov to create a MyTravelGov account and fill out an eCRBA application. To complete the application, you will need to upload the following documents: your child's original government-issued Kenyan or Somali birth certificate, the parent's original government-issued marriage certificate, if married, the parent's divorce certificates from any or all previous marriages for both parents, the parent's certificate of naturalization if the parent was not born in the United States, the parent's identification documents, which should be a U.S. passport if the parent is a U.S. citizen, evidence of the U.S. citizen parent's or parent's physical presence in the United States prior to the birth of the child, such as a Social Security income statement or school transcripts, hospital records related to the birth of the child, such as ultrasound pictures, doctor's reports, and hospital receipts, receipts for remittances from the U.S. citizen to the parent living in Somalia or Kenya if the U.S. citizen lives apart from the family, family photos, including all family members taken over time, a court order reflecting the parent's name change if the name on the child's birth certificate is different than the name on the parent's identification document. If the parents are not married and the U.S. citizen father will not be at the interview, the U.S. citizen father will need to sign the Statement of Paternity and Financial Responsibility on page 3 of the DS 2029. The form must be notarized by a U.S. notary. You can find this form on the State Department website. On mytravel.state.gov, after creating your application, you will pay a $100 fee. Print the payment receipt. Once you have created your application on eCRBA and paid the fees, you are now ready to make your appointment. To do so, go to the U.S. Embassy Nairobi website and find the U.S. Citizen Services section. Then go to the Navigator web-based program. It is best to plan early, as CRBA appointments are usually fully booked months in advance. Insider tip: it is a good idea to apply for your child's passport at the same time as the CRBA interview. Prior to your appointment, download Form DS-11 from eforms.state.gov and fill out all the information, but do not sign it. You will also need to obtain a 2-inch by 2-inch passport photo prior to your appointment. If one of the parents will not be present at the interview, that parent must also complete the Form DS-3053 and have it notarized by a U.S. notary no more than 90 days before the interview date. The parent attending the interview must bring the original DS-3053 signed by a notary and the absent parent. Finally, it is very important to pay the $135 passport application fee for a minor under 16 on pay.gov using the link provided to you in an email prior to your appointment. If your child is 16 or 17, you will need to pay $165. You will then print out the payment confirmation email. Make sure to bring all documents to your interview. The interviewing officer will need physical copies. If you do not have them on the interview date, your application may be suspended until you provide them. Do you have an upcoming appointment for a consular report of birth abroad and passport for your child born in Kenya or Somalia? Let's talk about how you can prepare to make the experience as smooth as possible. Before your appointment, the embassy will email you a checklist of required documents. On the day of your appointment, bring hard copies of all the documents you submitted online. It is very important to bring a DHL waybill with you to the interview. It can be purchased from a DHL office in Nairobi. Mobile phones and other electronics are not allowed inside the embassy. Make sure to print out all documents ahead of time. Please remember that all interviews are conducted in English. If you do not speak English, you will need to bring a translator with you. Your translator could be a friend or a family member, but make sure the person is comfortable speaking English and your native language. Arrive 30 to 40 minutes before your appointment. If you are late, your appointment will need to be rescheduled. Your appointment could take up to 2 hours. We have washroom facilities, changing stations, and drinking water available for applicants. However, if you need any supplies such as snacks, diapers, or small toys, please bring them with you. Once you arrive, all applicants undergo a security check and receive a customer number. After the intake process, an American officer will call you by number to an interview room. Your translator should come with you to the interview room, but any other adults beside the parents should not come to the embassy. At the start of the interview, you will take an oath and sign the CRBA and/or passport applications. Remember, don't sign the applications before the interview. An American officer will ask you a series of questions about the documents you have submitted and your relationship with the child. If your application is approved, you will receive the CRBA and passport in 6 to 8 weeks through DHL. If you have not come prepared to the interview, you will be given information on what items are missing and how to submit them. Not coming prepared could greatly lengthen the process and could potentially lead to the applications being denied. If an officer determines that you are not able to transmit citizenship to your child, you will be notified in writing. We hope this video has answered any questions you have about applying for a CRBA and will make the process easier for you on your interview day.